What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt. This podcast being brought to you by BetMGM. It is the offer you've heard me say quite a bit. New users, if you want it, if you need an account, $1,000 first bet offer at BetMGM with the promo code JUICE at sign up at BetMGM.com. I'm frustrated right now. It's just one of those, technically went 2-1, okay? The Boston Bruins are going to beat the Florida Panthers. They won game one. They played poorly, still won on the puck line. Game went under like I thought, and no Patrice Bergeron. Okay, game two might be a little bit of a tighter game, a tougher fight potentially, but the Panthers are just a bad matchup for the Bruins. So 2-1 on the night. I feel confident that we're going to get that one unit coming in with the Bruins winning the series against the Panthers. And so Bruins win on the money line. We get that right. We get the under correct, right? I'm blanking on I'm so mad right now. I'm blanking on the other bet that we had that we won that we got. Oh, the first period under 1.5 goals, Carolina. We got that right. And then, I mean, the whole game was under. They pull, really stupid penalty taken by the Oilers late in that game. It's 3-3 right now. They're going to overtime. I don't know who's going to win the game, but game's going to go 4-3. Someone's winning 4-3. It's going to go over 6.5. 20 seconds to go in that game. It's just a frustration right now. That's unfortunate. And it's a major sign of where the Oilers are. And it's why I haven't bet any exactas yet for the Stanley Cup. I'm waiting to get some ideas of how these teams are going to play. And once again, the goaltending for the Oilers could be the number one problem. Skinner gave up 3 goals, maybe 4 goals, depending on what happens in overtime. Stars and the Wild also in overtime right now, 2-2. It's crazy. Every game went under except the game we bet under, which is just very typical, unfortunately. So I've got 2 bets for sides and 1 total to jump in on. A line was said to me in the Discord channel, which I'm going to take to heart. Somebody said, you only pay the juice if you lose. So laying juice isn't that big of a deal if you win. I was like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Got 3 bets in the NHL. I'm going to pay a little juice today on a couple of bets, kind of bordering on the ceiling of what I like to lay for juice, but we're going to do that coming up here today for the Daily Juice. 1-1 officially, so technically we're down 0.1, but the Bruins will come in, win that. So, it's probably going to be a 0.9. When it's all said and done, it'll be a winning day, 0.9, but frustration. 2-1 is what I normally go. That's a typical day for me, but it's unfortunate when that game should have gone under between the Oilers and the Kings, but heck of a series. I'll be looking forward to watching game 2 now between those 2 teams and see who wins. The Wild and the Stars. Carolina and the Islanders, we could see a 5 for game 2, and I'm not sure they score 4, to be honest with you, with the way those teams are playing. I'll be very curious on first period under prices. We'll bet that again. If it's under 140, we'll bet that again for under first period for the Islanders and the Carolina Hurricanes. Game should have been 0-0. The first goal was so fast, and we survived, amazingly enough, all the way through. But I'm going to be very curious to see what the juice is going to be on under 1.5 goals in the first period for Carolina and the Islanders in game number 2. But Bruins, we'll get involved with them coming up, but got 3 bets to give you guys here in hockey. But before I give you the hockey bets here on a Tuesday, let's talk about the 1-year free premium upgrade that's available right now for you guys. If you'd like to subscribe to the BettingPros YouTube channel, like this video and comment underneath, because when you do that, you could be selected to win a free upgrade to BettingPros Premium. Whether you're looking for access to exclusive picks, top-rated player props, or custom analysis of your betting performance, BettingPros Premium has the tools to help you cash more bets. If you don't want to wait for that giveaway at the end of the month here in April, sign up today at bettingpros.com/upgrade and start betting smarter, not harder. All right, so let's get to the bets tonight. I'm going to go to FanDuel for this price. FanDuel and Boyd have a marketing arrangement. So FanDuel's prices have been more readily available here in Vegas. And over the last couple of weeks, it's become very integrated. So I can get this bet here in Vegas. Everyone's at 6, except for FanDuel. Seattle and Colorado, they're at 6.5. It's minus 132. It's a little juicy, but the numbers are too good here. Colorado is 21-17-3 to the under. They're 5-3-2 over their last 10 to the under. Seattle is 20-20-1 on the road this year to the under. 6-3-1 to the under over their last 10 games on the road. The goaltenders are going to be, let me double check the goaltenders for this just to make sure we get this correct for this game. It's going to be Grubauer versus Georgiev, whose name I'm saying wrong. Georgiev, not saying the starting goaltender for the for the Colorado Avalanche, who's been very good. Okay. Grubauer scares me a little bit, but I think the Avs win the game. But it is expensive to bet on Colorado to win this game. It's minus 180 for the Avalanche to win the game. I think they do win the game. Puck line is plus 142. So I'm sorry. Puck line is it's 192, excuse me, for the money line. Puck line's plus 128 for Colorado. Total 6.5. Under 6.5, minus 132. All three games went under 6 in the regular season. And given the way the Avs play at home defensively, given the way how they get great goaltending at home, it's hard for me to go and say, you know what, the world's at 6. FanDuel's at 6.5. I think it's worth for the hook. I think 4-2 is a very likely price here, very likely final. I'm going to go under 6.5 at minus 132. FanDuel's got this price. They're the only ones at 6.5. We're going to jump on it. FanDuel, minus 132, under 6.5, Seattle and Colorado. The lean, obviously, is on Colorado on the puck line. If you want to get some plus money on this, plus 128, I'll be on that as well. But, you know, it's not that expensive to take a goal and a half as well. That's only minus 154 on that to take a goal and a half. So I think the Avalanche win. I think it's decent. I'll be doing some money line parlays coming up here. You know, Vegas and Colorado money line parlay. I like that. It's a plus 150 bet if you want to jump in on something extra with a 2-leg money line parlay for that. Speaking of Vegas, they are minus 138 here in Vegas. Everyone else is at 150 or so, and I'm comfortable laying 150. But I'm going to lay minus 138 at Circus Sports here in Vegas up against the Jets. Now, I lean towards the under in this game as well. Vegas won all 3 matchups against the Jets this year, and Mark Stone is coming back. Mark Stone is a monster factor in this handicap because he, for the power play, is a monster for this team. Now, Brossoit is in net for the Vegas Golden Knights. That's beautiful. Hellebuck is expected, but I'll be stunned if he's not playing game 1 for the Jets unless he's hurt. Brossoit is 7-0-3 so far this season. 4-0 at home with a 1.84 goals against average. He's been out bleeping standing at home for the Golden Knights. Hellebuck has a 2.80 goals against average on the road. In 2 games against Vegas, he's 0-1-1. He's given up 7 goals in 2 games against Vegas. So let's say he gives up 3. Brossoit gives up 1, maybe 2. We're going under 6. So I lean towards the under. But I think the better bet is the Vegas Golden Knights to win game 1. I think Vegas is going to be fired up. The building is going to be electric. Yes, Seattle's going to be a tough place to play, but Vegas just went there and won a big game that they had to have at the end of the year. We were on Vegas to win that game. First playoff start ever for Brossoit. I get it. That's a fear factor. That's a nerve situation. But at home, it's easier. It's not like Alex Lyon, who was a 30-year journeyman who started on the road for Florida against the Boston Bruins at TD Garden on Marathon Monday, where everybody was boozing the entire day. They had the day off, went to the TD Garden expecting to scream their head off at Alex Lyon. That was throwing him to the wolves for game 1. Brossoit is a little bit of a journeyman, but this is at home, friendly confines where he's been very effective, and Mark Stone get back for the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas minus 138 on the money line, laying the 1.38 units down on Vegas to get the win in any form or fashion, overtime or not. If you want to go in regulation, you want to get a little frisky, go ahead, bet Vegas in regulation. Let me see what the price on that is for betting Vegas in regulation. My guess is it's going to be close to even money. Would be my let's see. Vegas to win in regulation is plus 110. So if you take out the tie, it's minus 150 take out the tie. So it's pretty much the same price as the money line if you take out the tie. So, tie, no bet, you can, basically, that would be the money line price. That makes sense. Yeah, because if they go to overtime, the bet's voided, so you'd be money line. So, yeah, so if you do the three-way, which is a draw at plus 320, Vegas to win at plus 110, you can do that, but I'd rather just take overtime, given we have 2 overtime games right now going on as this podcast is taping. It's 2-2 with the Wild and the Stars. It's 3-3 with Edmonton and LA. We'll see what happens with that, but I'm not going to play a total in this game. I lean towards the under, but I'm going to lay the minus 138, take the favorite home team, Vegas, to win game 1 against the Winnipeg Jets. And second side, third bet, the New Jersey Devils are at home against the New York Rangers. It's only minus 126 on the New Jersey Devils to win this game on the money line. Jersey went 3-1 straight up against the Rangers this year, their Cross River hated rival. 3-1 straight up overall. Vanecek's in net with a 2.35 goals against average at home. He went 3-0 this year against the Rangers with a 2.70 goals against average in those games and a 908 save percentage. Igor Shesterkin is expected to be in net for the Rangers, as you would expect. 2.36 goals against average on the road. Very good, but he went 1-2 against the Devils, and in 3 games, he gave up 13 goals to the Devils this year. Yikes. 3.23 goals against average up against the New Jersey Devils. 907 save percentage, but first playoff game for this young Devils team. This building's going to be rocking with the Rangers being in there. New Jersey 24-13-4 at home. Rangers were very good, 24-9-8. This is going to be an awesome game to watch. I can't wait to watch it. Rangers plus 1.5 goals is minus 235. That I don't really mind, to be quite honest. I mean, I think this is a 1-goal game. I think it's a 3-2 win. 5.5 is going to be right there. Over 5.5 is juiced. It could be a 4-2 win with an open net goal potentially, but this is going to be a nail biter of a hockey game. Awesome, awesome game in New Jersey with the home ice. I'm taking the Devils at minus 126. I'm going to lay the 1.26 units down on Jersey on the money line. All right, so we're going under 6.5 at minus 132 at 1.32 units down for Colorado and the Kraken. We're taking Vegas money line up against the Jets, laying the 1.38 units down on that, and the Devils on the money line against the Rangers, 1.26 units down on that. 3 NHL playoff games we're jumping in with here on a Tuesday. 2-1 start to the week. Let's get another 2-1, but let's actually cash the check because we're going to have to wait a little bit unless the Bruins sweep the Panthers, which they could. That won't cash this week for the Bruins to beat the Panthers here. So hopefully that comes in. That gives us a little bit of a bounce with a 1-unit play there. But 2-1 on the bets last night. Let's go 2-1 or 3-0 here on a Tuesday. Again, under 6.5, Seattle, Colorado, Vegas on the money line, Devils on the money line. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It is the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by BetMGM.